Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. David here with another cryptocurrency update. Thank you guys all for liking yesterday's video. Everybody who shared it, everyone who commented, you guys are really amazing. Thank you very much. We had over 30 dislikes and over 300 likes. I think we had such an amazing level of interaction on yesterday's video. Today's video is going to be about the DX exchange and some of the issues that I think that might be run into with this exchange. Everybody's really excited about this. I'm going to go ahead and jump a little bit into this article that Forbes put out, and then we're going to jump into the details. I've got the legal considerations and some of the mumbo jumbo from DX itself, so we'll be able to jump into the real meat of the argument and find out what it is exactly that DX exchange is offering its clients and what it's not offering its clients. Instead of me telling you that you're going to be buying Tesla stock or Apple stock through DX exchange, it's better that we do the research, find out ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead, like I said, start with this article from Forbes. I'm going to try and get through it quickly. I'm just going to read through it. I might stop every once in a while and give a little bit of an interjection of my own personal thoughts. And then, like I said, we're going to be going into the meat of the argument. We're going to dive into the actual language from DX's website. I went through their entire white paper today, and I went through their entire 17-page legal document explaining every single thing that they are trying to do. And I can tell you that as you're watching all these other videos today and everybody is telling you that this company or this exchange is going to be giving you access to traditional stocks through its platform, I don't know after reading all of this stuff today that that is actually true. If you live in a country or in a place where you are allowed to sign up for DX and to trade on it and to find a little bit more about what happens on the platform, on the user interface, definitely comment down below. I'm in America. A lot of the people watching this video, I'm sure, are not able to sign on to DX and actually experiment with it. All right, here we go. Estonia-based DX Exchange, a digital currency trading venue launching January 7th, hopes to soon begin offering digital tokens tied directly to Tesla stock, among other NASDAQ-listed companies. The product will give clients in the crypto space outside of the U.S., both institutional and retail, the ability to gain exposure to U.S.-listed companies without having to deal in fiat currency and through traditional venues and trading hours. So as you see, that's one of the big selling points, is that they're going to be trading on a 24-hour trading cycle. But again, they're going to be giving you exposure to U.S. companies. I don't necessarily believe that they're going to be giving you the rights to these stocks. So that's going to be something that we cover a little bit more. But if you read this Forbes article, you might think otherwise. The digital stocks, which will be initially offered on 10 of the most popular NASDAQ-listed companies and can be purchased with fiat or certain digital currencies, will be tokenized shares that sit on the Ethereum blockchain, backed by traditional shares. In addition to Tesla, DX Exchange will tokenize shares of Alphabet, which is Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, Netflix, Baidu, and Intel Corporation, also NVIDIA. Interesting, right? Now, this is kind of going to be one of the things that I have an issue with in regards to what they're doing here, is they're going to be tokenizing publicly and privately traded companies that transact business in the United States. They're going to be tokenizing Tesla on Ethereum's blockchain. Now, what exactly does that mean? Does that mean that they are going to now be the owners of Tesla on the Ethereum blockchain? Does that mean if they take in 2 or 3 times the amount in daily volume that Tesla, the actual stock, takes in, that this DX exchange could actually be purchasing all of the actual Tesla stock? There's a slippery slope here. You would imagine that Tesla wanted to control the Tesla product being sold on the Ethereum blockchain. How would it even be legal for a company like DX Exchange to tokenize on behalf of or in lieu of charts or research or fundamentals? I don't think that's legal. MPS, which is Marketplace Securities, which is an affiliate of the exchange headquartered in Cyprus, will initially serve as the sole market maker of digital stocks for the exchange, purchasing and holding the stocks backing the tokens. So MPS, Marketplace Securities, is going to be the one holding the stock, not DX Exchange. Today's sponsor, In and Out. For all of you that have never tried it, it's amazing. So, like we said, they're gonna be backing their DX token. They're gonna be backing the DX token with the stocks, but the stocks and the DX token are not held on the same platform or in the same account. They're not even on the same server. They're actually in different places. So it's basically you'll be making your purchase of the DX token, and then the DX token through its affiliate, Marketplace Securities, will be purchasing all of those stocks. They won't be in the same place. It's not like when you want to sell your crypto, you're going to be getting the actual Tesla stock. No, you're getting the rights to the market moves. That's it. Back to the Forbes article. We really felt that the digital stocks angle was a bit more of a game changer than launching just a traditional crypto exchange, said Daniel Skoronsky, DX Exchange's CEO and co-founder. By adding this type of product, by adding this type of product where we are getting now the worlds of crypto and finance to really collide. It takes it to a whole new level. The exchange's platform for cryptocurrencies will go live January 7th. However, the digital stocks will operate under a multilateral trading facility license that is still pending approval from Cyprus regulator SEC. But I think those have been approved. This is an older article. They have 2 licenses from the Cyprus SEC. I think we can all get really excited about what this exchange can do. Understand that it's a crypto exchange, and they're going to be running off Nasdaq's equipment. They're not going to be actually trading Nasdaq stocks. Okay, there's a specific amount of stocks that exist in the world. If the DX exchange or MPS, Marketplace Securities, was going to be purchasing stocks on behalf of the people buying the cryptocurrencies, one of the arguments that one of my friends made today is that the owners of the actual stock own the stock and make decisions. But what he doesn't get is that this is the argument that we just made. If enough people purchase through DX, and if Marketplace Securities starts to just buy up all of the open market Tesla stock, that is going to be really intense, because we're looking at basically a separate entity tokenizing an American company, not on their behalf, maximizing and taking the profits from this new market, from this new derivative. And that to me seems completely illegal. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go into the paperwork. I'm going to try to get through this quickly, because I know we've been getting into some longer videos and they've been a lot of detail, but I want you guys to really try to dig into the details of things as we're moving through them. So, legal consideration. The company has decided to sell DX Cash tokens. Okay. Uncertain and largely unregulated status of the distributed ledger technologies, business and activities, as well as cryptocurrencies and cryptocurrency related businesses and activities. The company has spent a significant amount of time and resources to consider its business approach and where it proposes to operate now and in the future. Listen up, guys. Due to the current uncertain state of regulation across the world, the company cannot guarantee the legality of the company's business platform and or its ability to develop, structure, and license any future token functionality in every jurisdiction. Okay, here we go. There's going to be a lot of things in here that should scare you in a sense, or at least make you think before you just dump your money into this DX exchange. Your purchase of the tokens. In the event you purchase tokens, your purchase cannot be refunded or exchanged. The company does not recommend purchasing tokens for speculative investment purposes. The company does not recommend that you purchase tokens unless you have prior experience with cryptographic tokens, blockchain-based software, and distributed ledger technology. Now hear this. We've already just spoke about the fact that if you live in the US, which is where I live, you cannot sign up. Citizens, nationals, residents, tax or otherwise, green card holders of each of the following: United States, South Korea, the People's Republic of China, or any other jurisdiction that has the same type of regulations or restrictions around not being able to access cryptocurrency or trade in fluid liquid markets, they are not permitted to purchase DX tokens. That's why we said Americans are not welcome. South Korea, not welcome. People's Republic of China, not welcome. Limitations of liability: in no event shall the company or any former employees, basically this section here, they shall not be liable for any loss of profits, lost savings, or incidental, indirect, special, or consequential damages arising out of your use or inability to use the service or products or tokens offered by the company. Any security risks such as hackers, loss of passwords, loss of private keys, any losses resulting from volatility in the pricing of tokens in any countries or on any exchanges or any market. This is where it gets interesting. You agree and acknowledge that in the case where you wish to purchase any tokens, the tokens should not be considered, interpreted, classified, or treated as any kind of currency or regulated commodity, as any kind of stock or share issued by any person or entity, whether the company or otherwise authorizes it, or any other security or class of securities. So just on that one right there, they are not offering you stocks or shares or anything, a regulated commodity of any kind. They're offering you DX token, from what I understand. And there have not been, I couldn't imagine that the Tesla stock has been tokenized on the Ethereum blockchain as of yet. And like I said, if you guys are in these countries that are able to use this DX exchange, and you have used it and you've gone to the site, let me know what your experience has been today. We're getting into the forward-looking statements. These forward-looking statements involve known and unknown risks. These factors include changes in political, social, economic, and stock or cryptocurrency market conditions and the regulatory environment. The risk that the company may be unable or execute or implement its business strategies and future plans. Changes in interest rates and exchange rates of fiat currencies and cryptocurrencies. So here you go. They're talking about the changes in interest rates or the changes in fiat currency. They're not going to be held responsible for any of this stuff. Now, here's the one that really got to me. The forward-looking statements like war or acts of international or domestic terrorism, occurrences of catastrophic events, natural disaster, and acts of God that affect the business and or the operations of the company. That's crazy. They're putting an act of God there. They're basically saying, if an act of God happens, that shouldn't affect how we've pushed or preached this business to you, because something crazy is going to come down the line. Risks relating to purchasing the DX Cash tokens. There is no guarantee that an active or liquid market for the tokens will be available in the future. A token is not a currency issued by any central bank or national, supranational, or quasi-national organization, nor is it backed by any hard asset or other credit, nor is it a commodity in the traditional sense of the word. Future sales or issuance of the DX tokens, the DX Cash tokens, could materially and adversely affect the market price of tokens. Any future sales or issuance of the tokens would increase the supply of the tokens in the market, and this may result in downward price pressure. Negative publicity may materially and adversely affect the price of the tokens negative publicity involving the company, the company's business platform, the tokens, or any of the key personnel of the company and or regulation of the distributed ledger technology, cryptocurrencies, or sale or purchase of the tokens in any jurisdiction may materially and adversely affect the market perception or market price of the tokens, whether or not it is justified. I don't know if this is freaking you guys out at all, but there's some heavy-hitting words in this here. The trading price of tokens may fluctuate following the purchase of tokens. The utility or prices of cryptographic tokens in general tend to be relatively volatile and can fluctuate significantly over short periods of time. The company's funds, specifically cryptocurrencies. This is a big one here, guys. The company's funds, specifically cryptocurrencies, are exposed to risks of theft. The company will make every effort to ensure that these funds received by it will be securely held with access thereto by private keys held by a reputable and trusted parties. Further, the company may make every effort to ensure that the funds received by it will be securely held through the implementation of security measures. Risks associated with the Ethereum protocol malfunction in the Ethereum protocol may have material adverse effects on the tokens. Since the tokens are initially based on the Ethereum blockchain network, any malfunction, breakdown, or abandonment of the Ethereum protocol may have material adverse effects on the ecosystem and the price of the tokens. We're on to the last page. I hope you guys are kind of picking up what we're laying down here, and that is that it doesn't sound like they are actually giving you access to real stocks. They're giving you access through the DX tokens and through the Ethereum blockchain. And like we've stated, I don't believe that they're going to legally be able to tokenize Tesla or Google on behalf of them or without their support or written consent. The company may experience system failures, unplanned interruption in its network or services, hardware or software defects, security breaches, or other causes that could adversely affect the company's infrastructure network. The company is not able to anticipate when there would be occurrences of hacks, cyber attacks, distributed denials of service, or errors, vulnerabilities, or defects in the company's business platform or on the Ethereum or any other blockchain. The company may be dependent in part on the location and data center facilities of third parties, which means the stocks they hold, the exchange itself, the servers, they don't even necessarily own the servers, which means we've now got a multi-level system of ways to get through all the checks and balances. General global market and economic conditions may have an adverse impact on the company's operating performance, results of operating, and or cash flows. The company could continue to be affected by general global economic and market conditions. The company or the tokens may be affected by existing and newly implemented regulations, distributed ledger technologies, businesses and activities, as well as cryptocurrencies. And cryptocurrency-related businesses and activities are generally unregulated worldwide. But numerous regulatory authorities across jurisdictions have been outspoken about considering the implementation of imposing existing and or implementing new regulatory regimes which govern distributed ledger technologies, businesses, and activities, as well as cryptocurrencies and cryptocurrency-related businesses. If you were going to take anything out of this video, I want you to understand that nothing through any one of these exchanges is guaranteed. Not the validity of the markets, not the success of the business, not the protection of your private keys, nothing. If anything, I do honestly believe that the articles and the videos that are going to come out today saying DX Exchange is associated to all of these big name stocks, I think that will inevitably fall by the wayside. I do. I don't think there's going to be a way. I believe that this was a great marketing ploy for the DX Exchange to bring people to its platform and to get them talking about it, which it's done. It's exactly what we're doing now. So like I said, if you guys trade in a country that DX is legal in, and if you have any experience with what they're doing as far as the tokenization through the ERC-20, and whether or not they're even legally allowed to do that, which I don't think they could, What's the thing we have to take out of this video? Do your own research, because you're going to watch a video and you're going to leave that video thinking one specific thing. And if you don't do any research, and if you don't do any verifying of the facts, it's going to be a problem, especially if the exchange shuts down, your private keys are gone, and you never actually had any real access to Tesla, if that's what you were looking to purchase. If you're looking to buy Tesla, I would just suggest going on to the stock markets. Don't be so excited with instantaneously turning every single piece of old technology into this cryptographic piece of functioning technology. No, it has to move slowly. You have to kind of help it take its time. I really do appreciate you guys watching this video, for sharing it, for liking it, and for subscribing to this channel. Thank you guys. I hope you have a very blessed day, and I'll see you in the next episode.